Negative thinking zaps your energy, ruins your mood, makes you feel down, and prevents you from enjoying your happy life. But not on my watch. If you are tired of feeling stuck in negative thought patterns that are preventing you from living your happiest life, I've got good news. You have the power to overcome negative thinking and create a positive mindset, or as I like to say, a happy mind. Because the truth is, you cannot live a happy, successful, and abundant life with a negative mindset. So in today's episode, we'll explore some practical and faith-based tips for you to overcome negative thoughts, because negativity can hold you back from living your dreams. But with the right mindset, your happiness will soar and your dreams will come true. This is Your Happy Life, the podcast that will inspire you to embrace a happy mind and a joyful heart in partnership with God. You'll be uplifted and encouraged to become a happiness creator as you walk in faith toward the future of your dreams. Hi, I'm Donna Berger, your host and happiness creator guide and mentor on this fun, amazing, and life-changing journey. Get ready to amplify your happiness and shift your energy, because as you become happier, it's easier to create your happy life. Welcome back. Hi, I'm Donna, your happiness creator guide and mentor on this fun, amazing, and life-changing journey. First of all, my beautiful friend, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I am so happy you are here. Now, have you ever found yourself caught in a negative thought pattern that just would not go away? My guess is you have. Maybe it's a voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, or, that dream is never going to come to fruition, or you believe that nothing is going your way. It's important to know that negative thinking and negative speaking can have a significant negative impact on your happiness and overall well-being. Your thoughts have a very powerful impact on your feelings, emotions, behaviors, and actions. So negative thoughts such as critical and judgmental thinking, along with speaking negatively, can create a downward spiral that will hinder your dreams and the plan God has for your life. So, if you find yourself consistently engaging in negative self-talk, dwelling on your past mistakes, or you're complaining about just stuff, then you are experiencing a negative cycle that can be a challenge, but you can break free from it. To transform your life, it is essential to let go of negative thinking. Now, this requires a willingness and commitment to change your thoughts. Did you know that complaining is one of the biggest energy drainers that can sabotage your happiness and success? So, instead of complaining, find solutions to problems and take action to make positive changes. Okay, by grounding yourself in practical and faith-based teachings, you can cultivate a positive outlook and overcome negativity. So, let's get started. Number 1. The first step to overcoming negativity is to become aware of it. Now, this involves identifying negative thoughts and emotions as they arise. Now, this can be a challenge at first, as negative thoughts can be automatic and ingrained in your thinking patterns. However, with practice, you can learn to recognize negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions and take steps to counteract them. Now, how do you know if you're having stinking thinking? Notice how you feel. Your feelings and emotions will be more obvious than your thoughts, because often we don't actually know what we're thinking about, but we sure definitely know how we're feeling. So, a helpful technique is to keep a journal of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now, this can help you identify patterns and triggers that lead to negativity. Now, if you are really brave, I mean, like you are a brave soul, and you are serious about changing your negative thoughts, get yourself some high quality accountability. And also get ready because you will be triggered and you'll want to go into defense mode. But if you can do this with a trusted friend or mentor, your life will quickly transform. Number 2, once you have identified those negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions, the next step is to challenge them. Now, this involves questioning the validity of these thoughts and looking for evidence to the contrary. So, for example, if you find yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, you can challenge this thought by looking for evidence of times when you were successful and you received positive compliments and positive feedback. Now, another effective technique is to reframe negative thoughts in a more positive light. So, for example, instead of saying, gosh, God, I can't do this, you can say, I haven't done this before, but I can learn and I am more than capable of doing this. And you know what? You can also use a journal and challenge these negative thoughts by writing down evidence to the contrary. Because negative thoughts can come from false and or limiting beliefs. Once you notice them, challenge them by asking yourself if they're true and if there is any evidence to support that. Here's another example. Let's say you have a job interview coming up and you start to think, I'm never going to get that job. I mean, gosh, I'm not even qualified. Instead of accepting this thought as true, challenge it by asking yourself, is that thought true? Is there any evidence to support the idea, that I'm not qualified enough? By challenging your negative thoughts, you can start to see them for what they are, just thoughts and not always true. Number 3, gratitude is powerful in overcoming negativity. By focusing on the good in your life, you can shift your perspective and cultivate a more positive outlook. Now, one way to practice gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down at least 3 things that you are grateful for. And again, these can be big or small things. Another way to practice gratitude is to make a conscious effort to appreciate the good in your life. So this could mean taking a moment to savor a delicious meal, appreciate a beautiful sunset, or you can express your gratitude to someone you love. Number 4, the people you surround yourself with can have a big impact on your mood and outlook. So to overcome negativity, it is important to surround yourself with positive people who empower and inspire you. Seek out positive influences in your life and surround yourself with optimistic people who uplift and encourage you. You can join a faith-based community. Wink, wink. You can come join us over my private Facebook community of course, in Facebook, where you can connect with others who share your beliefs and values. It's also important to limit your exposure to negative influences, such as negative news or social media accounts that promote negativity. Instead, seek out sources of inspiration and positivity, such as uplifting books, podcasts, or read scripture. The Bible is filled with verses that remind you of God's love, grace, and faithfulness. By focusing on scripture, you can begin to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations of God's truth. You can memorize verses that speak to your struggles and use them as a tool to combat your negative thinking. Number 5. Taking care of yourself is essential to overcoming your negative thinking. This includes getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and engaging in regular exercise. This means saying no to activities or people that drain your energy. So if you have any negative Nancy's in your world, you may need to distance yourself. Self-care activities can be just about anything that brings you joy. So this can include meditation, praying, reading, and, just relaxing in your backyard. And number 6, trusting in God's plan for your life is an important aspect to shifting your negative thinking. Even in the face of difficult circumstances or setbacks, you can trust that God has a purpose for your life and that everything will work out according to His plan. Number 7. Gratitude and thankfulness are essential components in overcoming negative thinking. By focusing on the blessings in your life and expressing gratitude to God, you can shift your perspective and cultivate a more positive outlook. So this can involve thanking God for His blessings, practicing acts of kindness towards others, and appreciating the good you have in your life. Number 8. Okay, taking action is key in overcoming negative thinking. Now, sometimes your negative thoughts can prevent you from taking the steps you need to move forward in your life. By taking action, you can break free from negative patterns and begin to see progress in your life. Whether it's taking steps to achieve a goal, helping someone in need, or simply doing something that brings you joy, taking action creates positive forward momentum. Okay, let's recap. Overcoming negative thinking is essential for living a happy life. And it takes time and effort, but it's well worth it. Negative thinking is serious as it can have a significant impact on your happiness and overall well-being. Overcoming your negative thinking requires awareness, practice, and perseverance, and staying persistent on shifting your thoughts. So you want to challenge those thoughts. You want to reframe them. You want to practice gratitude, pray, read scripture, surround yourself with positive influences, take care of yourself, and take action. Now, all of these can assist you in overcoming your negative thinking. And when that shift happens, watch as your happiness soars. Until next time, choose happiness.